speak?
Meeting didn't start yet.
Don't worry about it, Liz.
Got lucky.
I might have moved the other day. All right, it's September 18th, 2025. I'll call the DeKalb County Drainage Board meeting to order. First order of business is to approve the September 4th, 2025 meeting minutes.
I'll make a motion to approve with the correction.
I'll second. I've got a motion and a second to approve the amended minutes as presented. Is there any further discussion? Hearing no further discussion, all in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed, no. Motion carries. Next we have a utility permit for AES. Anybody here on their behalf? All right. That's out on County Road 38 and 39, Grant Township. Everybody got anything on it?
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Morning.
Good morning. Name, address, who you're with?
John Hunt, AES. Okay.
Very good. What are we doing?
We are installing communication infrastructure going up County Road 39 from the corner of County Road 38 and 39. And the plan was to go on the west side of the road and the west side of the drain.
Yeah, this should be on the other side.
And there's a utility drainage easement through there for a little ways. We were going to kind of be in that and then kind of cut back. Blake and Bill met me out there and discussed the best path, and that's the path they recommended. Kind of stay to the west of it.
Yeah, they're running parallel to it. They're not crossing it. I think there's two on either side of the road there.
Good.
Is there a crossing here at the intersection?
Yeah, we are going under the road to County Road 39.
So there is a crossing there.
As well, yes.
Good. Good.
Okay, thank you.
I'd like to make a motion to approve the utility permit for AES out on County Road 38 and 39, Grant Township, section 14 and 15, involving the William Myers regulated drain and the William Myers lateral 1.
Move to approve as presented with the surveyor recommendation.
Second.
A motion and a second to approve the utility permit for AES as presented. Is there any further discussion? Hearing no further discussion, all in favor say aye.
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 All opposed, no. Motion carries.
Thank you.
Yep, thanks. Next we have Surf Internet. We're out on 327, 0697 State Road 327. Morning.
Good morning again. Pat McCauley, Surf Internet, 3325 Middlebury Street, Elkhart. I think we've got two. Are we doing both of them back to back? I know we've got two today. Okay, yeah. It's just more of the same. We're just continuing our grant build, and as we get, the approvals and all the designs and everything going, so nothing different.
Are you, we got from Surveyor?
Yeah. Starts out here, crosses over and catches the tail end of, the Carl Pincop, and then up at the intersection here.
The Barkey.
Yeah, it's gonna kind of intercept, maybe intercept here. It'll be in the right of way for sure, but depending on where the actual location is.
It's at both of the top end.
It's, sorry, zoom back in there. I mean, we could just stay on the south side.
Yeah, I mean, I have it drawn in there,
yeah,
but
why don't we just turn the corner on the south side a little bit and get away from it and then cross?
That'd be fine, yeah.
Okay. What is that? Sorry. What is it?
That is the John
Not the intersection,
Sparky drain?
Yeah, what's the intersection?
intersection,
Yeah. State, State Road 4 and,
County Road 4.
or County Road 4, yeah, and State Road 327.
Did you say County Road 4 and State Road?
County Road 4 and 327, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, initially I said State Road 4, but it's County Road 4,
I
yeah.
was gonna say they don't
'Cause
intersect.
there are both up there.
You need a new print, or do we just?
No.
Okay, all right. Okay, yeah, we'll make sure it gets out to the crew, make that change on our prints, so. Not a problem.
Was that the only ditch involved?
No, there's one other one
There's-
down south.
Yeah, there's one down here that they're gonna just clip the edge of.
We're not gonna clip anything, we're going underneath it.
Well, yeah.
Put it on the record, no, we're not clipping anything.
Good answer.
Good call.
Surveyor's good.
Yes.
I'd like to make a motion to approve surf internet, utility permit, 0697 State Road 327, Fairfield Township, Corona, involving 2 drains that are outlined on your agenda, recommended by the surveyor.
So moved.
Second. Yeah, motion and a second to approve the surf internet utility permit as presented. Is there any further discussion? Hearing no further discussion, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. Motion carries. Oh, 801 South Gonzer Avenue, pronounce that right, County Road 27.
Same thing, just single conduit.
Charleston too.
This is just on the south side of Corona there on 27. All right,
Nashville.
yeah, Ashley.
Good. I'd like to make a motion to approve the utility permit, 801 South Gonzer Avenue, County Road 27, Smithfield Township, Section 5 and 6, in Ashley, Indiana, involving 2 of the county regulated drains as presented and favorable recommendation from the surveyor.
So move to accept as presented with the surveyor's recommendation.
I'll second.
A motion and a second to approve the utility permit. Is there any further discussion?
Just a quick question, is my site right that there's a building actually on top of the county drain? There is.
I don't know for sure if it is under it, but it, definitely appears that way. It looks like that section was vacated and rerouted when they did that building, so maybe it's just a little off.
Oh, okay.
Quite a bit off.
Let's hope it's off.
It's not at least 40 feet away.
Any further discussion? Hearing no further discussion, all in favor say aye.
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 All opposed, no. Motion carries. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Coming in.
Just real quick, I've been told we've been communicating well, haven't had any issues on everything we've already started. Okay, all right.
Okay, yep.
All right, well, you know where to find us if it doesn't, if anything bad happens. So, yeah, until next time.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
We have a replat for Riverside Meadows, Section 3, Lot 4. Anybody here? Good morning.
Joe Harrington, Cyril Land Surveying, 7203 Engle Road, Fort Wayne, 46804. Just taking Lot 4 in Riverside Meadows and making it into 2 buildable lots instead of 1.
7 acres, it's right up against the river. The only thing I could see is that the lot furthest from the river might want to drainage easement?
We had one on there, on the river, and we were asked to remove it by Mr. Gomer,
By who?
Chris Gomer.
Really?
Yeah, we had one on there because the original plat had one on there. And I took it, and he asked me to take it off.
And it is still over 2 acres, so.
Why is there not an easement? Why did he didn't give you a reason why?
No, I kind of argued with him. I said, there's, we probably ought to keep it on there. He's like, well, it's not a legal drain, so you don't need us to take it off. So I took it off.
Fair. Yea or nay?
Yeah, it's still over a 2 acre lot, and it, I would think they'd want the drainage easement, doesn't really matter.
I mean, I could,
Give him a stern talking to.
of course, the drainage easement I had on there was like I don't know, 100-foot wide. It was pretty big. I mean, we could take it down to 25 or something like that. Just keep it within the bank. That way no one's building in it.
Over 2 acres, so it has the required dispersal for septic.
Shouldn't it be marked that not to put anything in that area?
But they removed it.
It's not there on this plat, yeah. They removed the drainage easement on this replat.
What kind of drainage easement was it? Because clearly there's no drain.
It was a natural drainage easement. The original plat had a 125-foot natural drainage easement.
I can see why you would want to, if I were buying that piece of property, I would want to know that I had right to put in a drain tile if I wanted to.
Right.
It's private, the surveyor and the board really don't have too much jurisdiction there to.
There is a rear drainage easement along this, there's a swale in the back on the southeast side along this lot. There is a 50-foot drainage easement back there.
Yeah, there still is, and
But
it's all floodway.
the lot to the southwest would have direct access to the river for their drainage.
As long as they have an option, yes.
Like they do, right?
They do.
There's
They
an
could go
option in
either
that
way.
back end, so.
I mean, in the back of the property, it drops over 10 feet, and then it directly goes into the St. Joe River, so they can drain everything.
Well, I guess my concern was when that river floods, we need to make sure that nothing happens.
Yeah, there's, so if you zoom in, the flood boundary's mapped. See it right there? There's the
Yeah,
flood point elevation right there, right there. Stop.
Yep.
okay.
This
Up,
area here.
right there. Which
Yeah.
looks like that's like 806 maybe?
It's going to be within the bank of the
Yeah.
river.
Very good. Anybody want to make a motion to approve Riverside Meadows, Section 3, Lot 4, replat, Jeffrey and Barbara Parker, parcel 02-11-12-301-013, St. Joe, Indiana, with favorable recommendation from the surveyor's office.
I make that motion.
Got a motion and a second to approve the replat for Riverside Meadows. Is there any further discussion? Sorry.
I'll second.
Steve was.
I don't need it.
Still thinking about the easement. Kind of too, apparently. Is there any further discussion? Hearing no further discussion, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. Motion carries.
Thank you.
Department over there. Thank you.
Steve.
Have another replat for Martin Schwartz. Anybody here on their behalf? Yep. Morning.
Morning. Hi, Angie Wallace with Compass Land Surveying, 1710 North Main Street, Auburn. We were here last month for this, and now they decided they want to add a lot, so we're creating 2 buildable parcels out of it now. Or actually 1 additional, sorry, I should say, but 2 lots now.
And surveyor got.
So the smallest lot, the one with the pond, is 3.73 acres. Lot number 2, 6.17 acres. Did they shift it over to from that?
So the original plat included the parcel to the west. It was
Yeah.
1 big lot. So they sold that off years ago, so, and it never was replatted. So that was why we were in here first, was we were replatting and all, getting it all corrected. And then they came back and said they want to add a lot now, since there is so much room over there. So it pretty much that, I think it's Swabble, he's on here, he'll be signing off on it because he's not going to be a part of the plat anymore. So then we just have the 3 acre and then the 6 acre now.
I mean, it looks good to me. They have plenty of room to get a drive access to County Road 9A there on the lot number 2, and lot number 1 already has one.
I would make a motion to approve the Martin L. Schwartz replat at 0659 County Road 9A, Fairfield Township, Section 10, Hudson, Indiana, involving 2 regulated drains outlined on the agenda based on the surveyor's recommendation.
So move to accept.
I'll second.
Got a motion and a second to approve the Martin L. Schwartz replat as presented. Is there any further discussion? Here, no further discussion. All in favor, say aye.
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 All opposed, no. Motion carries. Thank you, Angie. Moving on to guest communications. Anybody want to address the board?
I think you're here for the Forest Wayne Wood property, right? Did you get a letter for that? Yeah. Did you get a letter to come? Okay, for the Forest Wayne Wood property on County 19? Yep, perfect. We'll do that now then.
Very good. What are we doing?
This is, well, if you want to stand up there, that way you can be on it. So the reason we reached out to you with the letter was the dirt on County Road 19 that was being piled up there. It goes over top of our tile. Zoom up a little bit, Troy. There you go. Nope, right there.
There you go.
Yep. It goes on top of our regulated drain there. And so we think that it's led to some damage to the drain and caused flooding on the west side of the road. Zoom in a little bit more, Troy. Zoom in there. Zoom in there. Yep, so on that west side, there's a standpipe that carries that water under to our tile. So I saw there's a hole out there where you tried to keep some tile exposed to take the water, but I think that all that dirt piled up.
That tile that's exposed out there, that's the tile that goes over to the ditch where that drain comes across the road, and that was just to keep the ditch from flooding. And there's another one north of that.
Okay, that's the regulated?
The what?
The regulated drain? Like that what you see on the map right there? Yeah. So that's what we want to get in there to do maintenance on that, to keep that from flooding on the west side. Basically, the farmer said that it's flooding out such a large area over there, not going to be able to farm it anymore. And so we want to try to.
Where that dirt's at, I hadn't been able to farm that for the past 6 to 8 years because it was flooding about 2.5 acres.
Okay.
That's why the dirt's there, to build that up so that my land doesn't flood. So that drain hasn't worked for a long time.
Sure. Well, I would like to get it working, ideally.
Okay. All right, just to give you let you know what I plan to do is I'm going to the east, taking the topsoil off, and that mound of dirt's going out there to raise the elevation of that field up.
Once you take the crops off, you're gonna spread that
Once
dirt?
crops are off.
You're gonna spread it to the east?
Yeah.
Okay. What are your plans with the dirt that are on the north end there to the tile? Kind of the same idea? You're just spreading it east?
I had ear damage.
It's all right. So on the north end of your dirt pile, where our tile is, are you running that out to the east as well?
Where the dirt pile is, well, where the low area is.
Okay. Zoom in as much as you can there, Troy. Would you? Up there. Yeah. So that's our area of concern really, is that north end. And so once the crops come off, really what I wanted to ask is if you could move that dirt off of the tile so it's easier for us to get a contractor in there to try to get that tile working. Yeah, me either now, I don't know. That's what we'll try to help you to figure out where it's at, but we have a good idea of where it's at on that north end. So
If the crops come off, then I got a full thing for a full wave tractor.
Okay.
Start moving it. I definitely want to spring, because I've got that land in a towel.
Okay.
And about 2.5 acres I haven't been able to
Sure.
farm for several years.
Sure. Will you do me a favor and write your name and number on there for me? Now it'll make it a lot easier that I can communicate with you then.
Yeah, and then we can try locating that tile up through there.
Yeah, I'll try to help out as much as we can.
You the draining guy?
Something like that, yeah. Yeah, something like that. I work for the surveyor's office, so. Drainage guy.
Even if we can get it opened up on the backside, we can try to locate it. We got a tile locator.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll work with you then. When you're gonna get out there to move the dirt, we'll try to just make sure we can get some off that tile, get in there and see what's going on and see if there's crushed or anything like that. Yeah, I know. I wasn't here then, so I don't.
That's an easy out.
How long you been here?
Yeah, 2 years. Not long enough.
I want the tile fixed.
Sure, yeah,
Right.
But I came into how long you been here?
2 years.
Okay, I came in, Gerald McKinley, property behind me on my farm over on 8, dug county tile out, county drainage tile out. And he dug it out and left it open.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, beaver come in and dammed it up, and flooded about 12 acres, and most of it's muck on my land. I came into the drainage thing, the surveyor's office or whatever, and they looked at it, and they said,
Mm.
got an excavator guy, that's all we can.
Mm.
So I've had to deal with that loss
Sure.
of crop land.
A lot,
And
12
then
acres.
another time, and one thing I don't want Gene Clifford on my property anywhere.
Okay.
I'll tell you why. Peter Mouse on the property west of me. He asked me for permission to fix 2 broken tiles. I'm talking about a 15-inch tile. He had Clifford come in. Clifford used to farm my place, and when I terminated him, so he goes in there, he digs out 2,000 feet, 15-inch tile, leaving it open. Problems with Gene Clifford building my property.
Good to know. Good to know. All right, well,
Yeah, I don't have any problem fixing the tile.
Sure. yeah, yep, well, now that we know your plan's kind of with the dirt and you're gonna spread it out, that'll make it easier for when to work on it and stuff, so.
It's just, it's common sense, it's a low area back here. Had a stroke. Anyways, Ed's got the steel place over there, Roger Ramsey.
Mm-hmm.
Well, anyway, they north of me, a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, maybe. They tried to buy my place. They sent me a stinking whatever it's worth, that's.
Okay, yeah, well, that's good to know, and I'll try to be in contact with you then, after the crops come off and stuff.
Do it at the office.
Yeah, back at the office I do.
Here, right here's got it's got our number on it up top.
Yep.
You could just actually have this, right here's our
And I
office
came
number.
in and asked for information.
Up top there.
Help or
Sure.
assistance or whatever, and I just got blowed off. Oh, we don't have the money to fix that. And then on my part that Clifford dug out, well, that's not a regulated drain, we can't do anything about that.
Mm-hmm,
But it was pretty shitty what Clifford did.
yeah.
Okay.
All right, well, thank you for coming, appreciate
We
it.
appreciate you coming in.
Oh, and I wanted to comment too. I appreciate the fact that you don't have a gold fringe on them flags. Because if you do an in-depth study, Lincoln put the fringe on that flag when he wrote the first presidential executive order in 1863. Gold fringe border around the flag, the American flag and the Indian flag. That is a military martial law flag. I was military police when I was in service. And, but apparently they find, I've not been able to find anybody who knows that.
Interesting.
But we have been under martial law since 1863 in this country. Like the Indiana Code, left part of it out. It say Indiana military law code. Code, if you look at the definition of code, is not law.
Hey, thank you. Very good. There's one in the surveyor's report.
Okay, all right. Hearing dates. So last meeting, we discussed the Frank Yard Lung Lateral as well as the JP Ensley. We reviewed those there on the southwest side of the county. Remember the lung lateral, the Frank Yard Lung Lateral is a really small watershed that was around 47 acres. It all consists of 10-inch tile. Yep, you're on it there, Troy, to the right of your cursor. Nope, go back just a little, yep, there it is.
Right there it is.
Yep, just that little guy there. So it's just, 1,500 feet of 10-inch tile. So that's, according to, our maintenance cost sheet, that I brought and discussed with you all and gave you a copy of that table. That would come out to $3,485 a year, right? To collect in order to maintain that drain, which comes out to a pretty high base rate of $51.51. And just because it's such a small watershed and so narrow, it makes it a fairly expensive base rate. So that is our first one we have to review. I know in our last meeting we kind of discussed options of.
Who has the most land in that watershed? Like, what would be the highest bill in that?
Oh, it's definitely going to be down there to the south. I'm not sure who owns that. Maybe Weller?
I think it might be Weller.
Just kind of wonder what kind of hit that would be for him. Is it
Right.
2,000? Is it 200? I don't know.
It's weird, it doesn't have their name. Give me 1 second here.
Which we can pull that assessment scroll and.
Aaron, did you look on?
What number was that one?
27-42-0.
Let's see. Yeah, Brian Weller is the one that owns it. The largest parcel is 22 acres, basically.
Brian Weller, and then Wayne Weller, I think it looked like, owns the next largest at 8.14. So, yeah, 22 times.
1,100.
About $1,100.
What is it?
$1,100 basically
A little over 1,100.
is what he would have to pay every time we collect maintenance on that drain. So I know we discussed a little bit back and forth and we didn't really know if we could in a hearing, or can we have a hearing to discuss both options of placing on maintenance or vacating or making it part of the parent drain, I guess, is another outcome on some of these, not on maintenance drains, right? This would be one of them, I would say, because the Frank Yard is such a large drain. However, that decision would be left to a joint board because it's a joint drain. So if it'd be a little strange if our board maybe decides that they would prefer it be part of the parent drain, and then we would hold a joint board meeting to discuss that with the joint board. I do think it would be nice in our hearings to have the option of placing on maintenance at the suggested maintenance rate or vacating if that's what the landowners prefer.
But how do we do that when every drain is supposed to be classified by the surveyor's office to be one of those three things? Like, you're already supposed to have labeled it in need of maintenance.
Okay.
Or in need of vacation or reconstruction. That's one of my hesitations in doing that.
Well, and, yeah, I mean, the whole issue is we're dealing with that they made it a regulated drain without putting it on maintenance, so you can't maintain it. So it's definitely in need of maintenance, I would think, you know, regardless. I mean,
Is that one carried over in the 65 from earlier in 1965 when they did the code? So when the code came into being is when all this whole process was, but before that, is that what happened? It was already a drain on the record and they just carried it over and then never did anything with it.
I don't know.
it's
Anyway,
entirely.
does it
I have
really
that question
matter?
about all those not on maintenances. Yeah, I don't really know how we got to this.
I mean, could we have a maintenance hearing and then right afterwards have a vacation hearing and just say if they want the maintenance, we approve it, and then the vacation hearing, we just deny it?
You'd have to notice both.
But you can put in the same notice, can't you? Just say, hey, at 9 o'clock, we're gonna have a maintenance hearing, and at 9:30, we're gonna have a vacation hearing. And then during the maintenance hearing, we can decide, like, hey, if you guys wanna vacate, okay, we're gonna deny the maintenance, and then the vacation right afterwards, we'll just go ahead and approve the vacation.
Theoretically. There's nothing in the code that says you can't.
And kind of start at like
Yeah,
an
first time.
informational hearing and get their opinion and then take the fork in the road whichever way they go.
And that we're not doing multiple notifications, we can just do one notification. Just one's a yes and one's a no each time. At work, your brain's, I can see the wheel turning.
Kind of reminds me of what we did on the Lucky Dream. Jumped to whatever in the hearing, what was decided.
Better we could go through every one of these drains and just see if ever had a maintenance request. This one, it probably has never had a maintenance.
Doesn't get logged.
Doesn't get on maintenance.
Can't do anything about it.
Yeah, because you look at it and go, oh, can't do nothing, and then you just blow it off.
I mean, it has to be on maintenance, it has to be on one of those things anyways, no matter what, so. For statute.
I mean, the code is written, when instituting proceedings to vacate a drain, the board shall do these things. In maintenance, it's, you know, the county surveyor shall prepare a maintenance report, including the following items. It's written as a directive, you going one way or the other.
Does it have anything on, like when you take a drain as a regulated drain, what to do? Because clearly it wasn't done, you know.
Yeah, no.
It doesn't.
There's supposed to be a long-range plan developed by the surveyor's office and approved by the board That's why if you want something leaped over in priority, that's why you have to have 10% of the landowners, to leap over that priority that's been
Yeah.
established.
But nothing that says, like, in the 60s or whenever we took this as a regulated drain that says we shall set up maintenance or anything like, you know what I'm saying? Because if it doesn't say that, it's like, then they kind of work themselves into the predicament that we're in now.
Here's the, part of it is you have certain criteria that the board would have to decide for the periodic maintenance. And there's a different criteria for vacation. Trying to think through how you would get to, I mean, I guess you could take evidence on whichever way you would go. Obviously, periodic maintenance criteria is it can be made to perform the function for which it was designed and constructed. The vacation is the drain does not perform the function for which it was designed and constructed. Opposites.
How many landowners in the watershed? How many? I would sure think Waller would want that drain in there. I mean, you could reach out to him and not worry about the vacate.
Because we just did maintenance first.
Yeah, if we do maintenance first and it gets approved or not, and then we can say if it does not meet it, then it denies the maintenance. The hearing gets automatically denied, and then we go to the vacation one afterwards and open it up.
Like 15 plus the right of way, so 16 technically billable.
You're basically having two hearings back to back.
I see what you're saying.
There's gonna be quite a bit of work for Becca, probably making sure that proof of evidence is there ready to go, but.
You don't think that's gonna confuse the landowners? I think it'll be super confusing, but unless you have a cover letter with the notes.
I have a cover letter that we're gonna decide one way or the other, so here's the two hearings that we're gonna have on it. Please come and voice your opinion. And we can put even there, the reason we're doing this, because the state statute requires us to have to do one way or the other on these drains. Have like that cover letter can go with everybody's going forward, and then have each one broken down separately. And that way we're not mailing out 2, 3 different things, which is gonna cost postage and all that stuff. And people aren't coming back multiple times, they just come one time, and we can get it taken care of.
My thing, that was my thought, is if we have all landowners here to try to get something decided and settled upon, rather than making them miss work multiple times, coming to several different hearings.
I think you would have to go into it saying, we're having a maintenance hearing.
Okay.
Yes.
Then if you say, in the event, after evidence is taken, there is not evidence, there is evidence that it should not be maintained, we will immediately follow with a vacation hearing. I think that's the only way you could do it.
Vince?
Okay.
Yeah, just maybe do the letter, we can work through it. And you would like set it for a hearing at 9, the vacation hearing, set it at 9:15. It's fine if we run late. So that we're not waiting 15 more,
So if you advertise it at 9:15 and it doesn't happen until 9:30, it's still acceptable?
Well, we can interrupt our meeting, start it.
No, we had.
Yeah.
Well, I meant if there's
The
enough
vacation.
testimony, and it just gets drug out a little bit. Just asking.
Yeah, so if we blow by 9:15 and we don't finish the hearing until 9:30, then I think you just have the chairman open the vacation hearing and dismiss it right away and you're done.
You just can't go before it.
Yeah.
Right.
You can go after it, but you can't go before the.
Right.
that time.
No, I just was worried about if there was a time issue, if we have to
I don't
actually
think so.
stop the first one and start the second one, but at the
No, I don't think
advertised-
so.
No, okay.
I think if they
The only other
just,
thing I don't like is if somebody does want it vacated and they don't show up for, make sure they understand.
That'll be the cover letter.
Good.
Hearing to either establish this drain on maintenance. Make it.
Second hearing to vacate.
See, I don't want it either. We're having a maintenance hearing. In the event there is no evidence that it should be maintained, we will follow immediately with vacation. That's what I feel like that's the way to do it. That's the way you're picking a direction that if the surveyor's office does indeed believe this drain can be redeemed and made to perform the function that it should, but if the evidence at the hearing shows that's not the case, then you can move to vacation, and then hopefully that evidence would be reinstated in the vacation hearing to say, you know what, it can't be made to perform the function that we thought it did.
We want these on maintenance anyways. I want to be vacating a ton of these anyways, so go that route. I think that's a good way to go.
We could try it once, and I think if it doesn't go well, then.
Anything once.
We could blame you.
When you say it can't be maintained, that's not necessarily a reason to vacate it. I mean,
Let me read you the vacation
but I mean, we
criteria.
need to keep it as a regulated drain that way down the road if we want to reconstruct it.
Well,
It has to either be on maintenance, reconstruction, or vacated.
Right,
So-
that's what I'm saying.
If it can't be on maintenance, then you'd have to go to either vacate or reconstruction. Correct?
Well, it still needs to be on maintenance whether it gets reconstructed or not.
Yeah. So,
I'm just saying if they vacate it, then they want it.
If you
We're good.
vacate it and then they want it later, they have to do a hearing to construct a drain.
Either way, if they want it reconstructed, we just have it put on maintenance.
Yeah.
Then from there, we can
Down the road.
do the reconstruction.
What else we got from the surveyor's office?
Yeah.
guess of the date.
You guys have to set the date.
What's the soonest?
Has the board seen the assessment roll to the extent they need to? That is in the code. If we're doing a maintenance hearing, you gotta set a hearing based on this.
Satisfied.
I just wanna make sure.
Are we wanting to do them right after our drainage board, so we keep it all in one day? At least the first one to see how it goes.
How much time we need?
30 to 40 days, no less than 40 days.
We've gotta have at least a week to work on this letter if we're doing that.
November.
I think you're
2nd,
looking-
I think it is.
First one in November?
6, is that what it is? There it is, yep. November 6th. That's what I thought when I was looking at dates earlier, but.
When you looking?
6th of November, I think.
I'll give us 2 weeks to
27 cents.
get the notices all how we want it and ready to go.
Do we need a motion for that?
Yes.
Make the motion to set the, what was the drain again?
November's, oh, sorry.
The
Frank Yard, long lateral.
Long lateral maintenance hearing for November 6th.
For maintenance
9 o'clock.
at 9 a.m. with a letter and possible also vacation notice at 9:15.
So be it,
We're
correct?
doing that, that's what we're doing?
I'll second. I have a motion and a second for an informational meeting for the Frank Yard Long Drain for maintenance at 9:15 on November 6th, including a possible.
At 9.
Huh?
At 9,
Oh, I'm sorry, 9,
with a 9:15 possible vacation.
with a possible vacation hearing at 9:15. Is there any further discussion? Hearing no further discussion, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. What else from the surveyor?
Okay. What about the other drain, the JP Inslee? You want to just do this one for now? I mean, it's kind of a long time to wait to see how it goes to then at the next one.
Make the motion to do it at 10 o'clock, the next one. That'd be enough time? If we do this one at 9 and we run over, we can always start the hearing, finish up whatever you have for the day, and then go back to the other hearing. Correct?
Do the next one at like 10.
You may talk you all through the JP Inslee?
Yep.
Yep, so it's 1,400 feet of 8-inch tile at the top, and then 1,494 feet of 10-inch tile at the bottom. This is the one that goes through the gravel pit, so I don't know about the existence of the tile there that it shows. I would assume it ends on the north side, and then it carries through somehow on the south side. Using those tile sizes, that comes out to an annual collection of $5,324.84. The watershed size is 282.99 acres. This takes our base rate to $11.12.
And what would be the biggest hit?
See, Ryan Marshall's probably got the majority of that.
Oops. 58.8 acres is the largest. And that's a commercial one, which is probably the gravel pit.
Yep,
Cliffords, and then
Cliffords.
Associated Farms is the next one at 52.67 acres.
Who's got the 45, Troy?
The same, Associated
Oh, same?
Farms.
Associated Farms, so.
Commercial rate.
Is that right?
So commercial's gonna be 3 times that base rate, which would be $33.36.
33 times.
90,
Commercial.
97, yeah, 98 acres.
Might be one more down there at the 14 too, I think.
what was it, 33 something?
$33.36.
About 3,300 bucks. Commercial rate,
3 times that.
3 times it, so you're looking at 33,000.
commercial will be 90.
$33.36. Just commercial.
Oh, that is.
$11 is the base, so 3 times that would be 33.
33 times
Marshall.
97 is 3,200.
3,200?
Roughly at 97 acres, yeah.
That's what we're looking at. This is not, I mean, all these non-maintenance drains are gonna be really interesting in the hearings on what we hear from the watershed members. They all have unique things about them, just like the last one goes through that woods at the bottom. And obviously, none of these have been touched for a long, long time. This one goes through the gravel pit. It's,
Isn't there a riser pipe along 327 just on the top end of that tile though, on the
Probably
side of the road? I feel
yes.
like that drains, so it's gotta be somewhat working, I think.
yeah, I wonder how much of it just outlets into the gravel pit and then, or if it's really connected to the Frank yard. I don't know. I do know that from looking at aerials, it looks like on the east side of 327, there's quite a bit of tile tied into the top end of it. I can see the tile pass going out there. It's all private.
I know it's
I
not.
haven't really seen it flood out there, I don't think, so
Say there's no tile
taking it somewhere.
going into the Frank yard.
And so if something does end up happening with it, it would certainly be nice to have it on maintenance so that we can perform any repairs we need to keep that drain in and prevent any flooding, so.
I'm in favor of moving forward.
Want it? Good?
Me too.
Okay, so 9 AM.
Yeah, okay.
So we're gonna do this one.
It's a bridge right there.
You think that'd be enough time, Shannon? If we do that, if we do the second one at 10?
Well, it's plenty of time, I don't know. It just depends how many
I mean,
landowners.
if we don't vacate, you're gonna, depends on how much
Spend an
discussion for
hour.
the maintenance and.
Yeah.
True. But you also have, I mean, 8:30 to here,
I think we may get some passionate landowners about some of these that come in, just because nothing has been touched on this drain. They've probably been maintaining it themselves for a long time, and then all of a sudden, now we're saying we want to send them $1,000 bill every year we collect it or something, like
Why don't we want to do an informational thing to,
I mean, we could-
owners to come in and see what they want to do?
we could, it's just,
But at the same time, we have to do one way or the other with these drains. I mean, the decision has to be made one way or the other. It's not like, hey, would you like us to do this? We have to either be maintenance, vacated, or reconstructed. So,
I think you started out as an informational, and you say, based on your input, we're either gonna do this or this. Have your hearing and put it to bed.
Because there's how many more of these, roughly?
50, I don't know.
Quite a few, right?
yeah, so.
Just a lot of informational meetings to have and then bring them back in again for the hearing, but I mean, if that's what the board thinks is best,
Postage, you got to add in postage
do
and
whatever
more
you guys
time.
say, so this is on you.
Well, I guess as a word of caution, maybe do this one 2 weeks later so we see how the first one goes, doing both hearings at the same time.
Tough, because we're gonna have to send the notices. Like, we gotta send those notices away ahead of time.
Right.
Gonna contain the verbiage for what we're doing, that's why I wasn't sure. If we wait to see how this first one goes, it's gonna be in December by the time we're doing our second hearing.
I say we just go with it and see how it goes.
With these two, right?
Just with these two, and then just keep moving along. I mean, one way or the other, we have to do these. So, I mean,
Gotta get through them eventually.
yeah.
There was only 20-some people in the Frank Yard.
Yeah.
Watershed. 20-some people in the Frank Yard.
Oh, the lung lateral?
Yeah,
Yard.
there's like.
Long lateral.
I'm talking about the Frank Yard. How many people in the Frank Yard? Watershed.
I don't know.
20-some?
No, probably like 5,000.
That's a huge joint.
Are you talking about the drain that we were talking about, the first one?
The main drain or the
It's the
actual
Frank Yard
long lateral?
long lateral.
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, lung lateral is like,
How many people do we expect on the Frank Yard, the first one?
the lung lateral would be like about 16 landowners. 15 probably, because I think the 16th is the right of way,
All right.
so.
Set the JP Inslee at 10:30, or 9:30.
Is that your motion?
JP Inslee at 9:30. Maintenance hearing followed by vacate hearing if needed at 9:45. Drain 393-00-0.
So move.
A motion and a second for a maintenance hearing on the JP Inslee at 9:45 on, November 6th. And a vacate hearing at 9:45 on November 6th, following if needed.
9:30. You said 9:45 both times.
Yeah, 9:30 for the
9:45.
maintenance, 9:45 for the vacate.
Okay.
Is there any further discussion? Hearing no further discussion, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. Motion carries.
Last thing I have real quick is the signed consent waiver to vacate the GB Collins lateral 5. That is a drain that they had originally discussed reconstructing, but there wasn't any drainage needs to reconstruct it. It was just simply because they're trying to build their barn.
Nope.
So now all landowners in that watershed have signed off to vacate that drain. I think we have to have a motion to accept the consent waiver.
Somewhere up in here.
Oh, it's somewhere. I always have such a hard time finding this one.
Oops, hang on.
No.
The lateral to the GB Collins, right?
There we go.
It's a GB Collins lateral 5. Yep. 87-05-0. There it is. Oh, okay. This one.
Yeah, the barn.
All the landowners have signed off on it?
Yep.
I'll make a motion.
We're vacating the whole thing.
That one. Yep, that tile.
I'll make the motion.
Second.
I have a motion and a second to vacate the GB Collins lateral 5.
Yep.
87-05-0. This is based on the surveyor's favorable recommendation.
And the consent waiver.
And the consent waiver.
All affected landowners.
Very good. All those in favor, did I have a second?
Yeah, Chip second.
All those in favor of vacating the GB Cowens, say aye.
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 All those opposed, no. No. Motion carries. GB Cowens is vacated.
Lateral 5.
Waiver signed.
All right, that's it for me. We're gonna raise the county pond. I'll keep you updated on that. That county pond outlet, we're gonna go raise that tomorrow.
Oh,
Get that taken care of. That's all.
Glenn? Good. Jim, Steve, Shannon? Everybody good?
good.
Well, there are objections. This meeting will stand adjourned.